This is my 2020 Husqvarna 701 Supermoto.
Afrobiker.
What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please feel free to subscribe down below. This is my kind of long-term review for those of you that are thinking about getting either one of these or a KTM 690. So there's not really much to complain about with regards to this bike out of the box. I have done a few modifications here and there just to kind of wake it up, and I might be doing a video soon just to let you know what exactly I've done. What made me decide on this bike was because not long ago I had a WR450 which I converted to a Supermoto or Supermotard, and once I just tried that bike out, man, I was seriously hooked. I was like, what have I been doing with my life all along? It just felt like such a natural thing to do, such a natural bike to be on. It's much easier to have fun at low speeds as opposed to sports bikes, some or most sports bikes that you have to really open up to get that thrill out of them. This bike wheelies easily, it does mad skids, and that's what most people are going to get it for. It handles like a dream. Out of the box it comes with Brembo brakes front and rear, LED indicators front and back, WP suspension. The 2020 comes with a quick shifter from factory, and it also has ABS. It has traction control and cornering ABS. What I do normally when I get on the bike, just before I take off, I make sure I turn off the traction control. You have this TC button here. When I first got the bike, it was a bit of a challenge just knowing how to turn that traction control off and the ABS. With the ABS, you have to long press it for roughly about 3 seconds, and you have to be stationary for the ABS. With traction control, you can disable it either while it's stationary or while it's moving. So one of the things that will probably put you off if you go out to just do a test ride would be the seat. Like a traditional dirt bike, this seat here is not comfortable. It feels like you're sitting on a rock, really. But like with anything in life, you can get used to it. I've gotten used to it. I've had it for over a year. So this bike is pretty much my daily or my workhorse. And over time, I've gotten used to the seat or how uncomfortable it is. So I bought the bike when it had 11,000 kilometers on it. So I've done about 12,000 kilometers over the last 12 months. And I bought the bike pre-owned. G'day. Just having a casual ride around. No, you're good. No need to apologize. Without further ado, enough with the talking. Let's jump on the bike and get riding. While editing the video, I just realized that the external mic that I hooked up to the GoPro actually malfunctioned, and this part of the video had no sound. It was dead quiet. So for the time when I was on the bike, I've decided to do a voiceover just discussing the points that I brought up. Let's get cracking. First up was riding position. So your posture is pretty upright. You have no stress or weight on your wrists and no strain on your back either. So the position itself is very comfortable, except the seat, of course, but you can fix that easily with an aftermarket seat. Secondly was one of the things that I read about in forums that kind of made me a bit reluctant on the purchase, which was maintenance intervals and reliability. Honestly, I've not had any reliability issues with this bike in the time that I've had it. Prior to my purchase, it had a full service history, and I've been servicing it as well, and it will be up for a major service shortly. The recommended service intervals are roughly about 10,000 kilometers with the usual chain lubrication and just checking your brake pads as well. One of the things that I appreciate about this bike is how versatile it is. With its ground clearance, you're able to ride off-road, do some minor jumping, but also during the week I ride it to work Monday to Friday, and then I can take it up the hills with the boys on the weekends. So who would I recommend this bike for? Definitely not learners. A learner should not be jumping on this bike. Absolutely not. I would say if you have a bit of experience and just want to have something that's nimble, bit of fun, not too heavy, not too light. You want to chuck a few wheelies here and there or do some skids and stuff, definitely jump on this bike. One thing that makes people reluctant to get one of these bikes is the maintenance schedule. Really, I've had no issues whatsoever. I've only just replaced the brakes. The brakes were like pretty much gone. I'll show you a clip of what the pads look like. I just changed the brakes yesterday, so that was another reason for getting on the bike today, just to test the new brake pads and break them in. Lastly, I just want to say thanks to everyone that's been showing support. The number of subscribers that I've gotten over the last few weeks have been quite surprising, actually. It's like, oh, hang on, I'm not even posting consistently and stuff, but subscribers are still trickling in, so I'm very happy about that. I've just got my motovlogging setup being finalized. I've been tweaking it here and there, so hopefully over the next few days I should be getting my last bit to my motovlogging setup, and you'll be seeing more consistent posts. So that's why I've not been out on this bike as much. So stay tuned and see you in the next one. Peace.